What's up, guys? Bull by the Fell-Handed here, Evade Game Yoko Ono, bringing you another Tier 10 World of Tanks game. Here we are in the Russian Tier 10 Medium Object 140. This is said by many to be the Tier 10 Medium. You know, gun depression, you know, damage per minute, armor, speed, mobility, you know, the whole nine. So this thing is supposed to be awesome. And I'm not going to lie, I enjoy running this tank quite a bit. In a tank like this, you'll notice I only have 10 high explosive anti-tank. You're not going to need a whole lot with this thing. It's got really good accuracy. You can pretty much put your shots where you want them. You know, most of the time they're going to hit. The hatchets, you're not going to need that much. I mean, it's good to have some just in case you need to go through, you know, E100's turret, whatever, what have you. So, anyway. So, right now, going around the left flank corner here on Arctic region, not a lot of people behind me. That's bad news for me. I don't ever recommend rolling a corner or a flank by yourself. This is how people, you know, spend the rest of the game pinging the map and bitching that they went around this corner, they got shot up, and there were no support. Typically, don't be that guy. If you're the only motherfucker going around a corner, dude, it's with Jesus. Turn around, go to fuck home, okay? That's, you know, that's kind of how we do business. You know, I'm going one deep, man. I said, hey, let's just see what happens. So right now, we are perfect hull down. We're doing some good work here. I mean, this is probably ultra hull down if you can only see half the reticle. But in this case, you know, we're hull down. We're using the turret. We're using the mobility. You know, we're using the gun depression. We're moving around a lot. And that's what you want to do. You want to make things hard to shoot at you. You don't want to just depend on your turret armor per se. Just blocked a couple of rounds there. This can be a bouncy tank. You know, there's going to be games where you go in there and you bounce fuck all, and there's going to be games where you go in there and you bounce everything. And that's, you know, that's kind of the issue with armor in general. You know, you can ride an E100 in a battle and block nothing, and then, you know, you're like, okay, why the fuck am I carrying all this armor in a battle if it's just slowing me down, not doing shit? Yeah. So, you know, mediums, everything is the same. I mean, there's a chance you're not going to block fuck all. So, you have to use what you have to your full advantage. And this thing has a decently strong cap. Granted, it is not as strong as the T62A, but it is pretty motherfucking tough, okay? And the idea here is you just keep that movement going so no one can get a solid beat on you and target your weak spots. Go ahead and try to toenail a shot in there, end up fucking it up. And you know how the story ends. We're going to DPM and we're rocking back and forth. We're making shit hard. You know, no freebies. No freebies. You know, you come over here into my little zone and you're going to get dumped on. That's exactly how that shit just went down. 1-800 who want it. So, you know, that's kind of what we're doing right here. We're holding this section. And if you notice, that's how most tank battles go down. You get to a given area and you just work that area. Kind of like I'm working this little hill here. Not a lot of your stuff is going to be taken on the move. You know, you're going to be taking your clutch shots and whatnot while you are rolling to a given position. So, right now, very strong position against this IS-4. We just put another round at him. Very, very good position. Guys to the left and right of me, we're doing okay, though. We're doing okay. We're hull down. We're always moving. We're staying moving. We're staying mobile. We're keeping things happening, keeping the turret moving. And I might say the 140 has decently strong side turret armor. Russian mediums. I mean, if you want strong turret armor, those are the way to go. Granted, they typically don't have the best depression. What are you going to do? I mean, you can't have everything. You're not going to have the holy trinity of armor, firepower, and mobility. So we're going to gotta put one in there, end up bouncing it, and he goes ahead and puts a round in us. You know, I figured I would try to toenail a shot in the side. Those tanks are just massively armored. He ends up firing another one off at me. He's really in a good spot. Hard for me to pin. Now his attention is focused on someone else. Perfect time for us to strike. And if you have watched any of my Bat Chat videos, if they have taught us anything, it is do most of our fighting in combat when the other guy isn't paying attention. You know, only a fool or a heavy tank driver would fight someone when they know they're in a battle. And, you know, the medium is not like that life. You know, we like to sneak up on people, run up, shank a motherfucker when he's not looking, you know, the whole nine. And, you know, with typically the slower assault TDs and the heavies, you can't do that. They push a designated corridor. You know where they're going to be. If they're not going to be flank A, they're going to be flank B. Mediums, you don't know where the hell them bastards are going to be. So that is the inherent danger of the medium, is that it is unpredictable. And, you know, also mediums typically have OP guns. High penetration, DPM for what it is. Go ahead and put a round in the moss. Rolling around for the death shot here. I mean, you guys know how this ends. I mean, I'm just going to... He is nothing but an ex-pinata to me right now. I am just going to farm the ever-living dog shit out of him. And, you know, if we were in a bat chat, we'd be doing the same thing. At this range, I'm not even sure if he could hit me if I stay mobile in the top of the turret. I mean, I know he has the capability to. I just don't know whether or not he could connect. Because, you know, the 140 has a good power-to-weight ratio. Very mobile. A little bit higher than, say, the T-62A. This is one of the things that gives this tank an edge over the T-62A, is its power to weight. It's a little bit more mobile, less speed bleed. It's all essentially soft stats. If you're interested in, you know, further expanding your knowledge of the 140 T-62A, comment below, and I will inject upon the knowledge that I have acquired. Trying to make a turret cupola shot there, end up missing it, get tracked. We're not showing a lot, you know. We're poking out. We're half reticle, which you shouldn't really do. You at least want your whole reticle sticking out over the cover there. We're going half reticle. We're being very cautious. We bounce around right there. We're doing very well. We're making the most of our armor, which is what you want to do in every situation. Go ahead and pull off a penetrating shot right there. And go ahead and pull a bounce off of the turret. So far, you know, the tortoise, we're kind of going back and forth. I'm firing where I think he's at. I'm trying to side scrape. I don't really know a whole lot about the 140 side armor, or the T-62As for that matter. Right now, I was just trying to make some side scraping action happen. So, moving on. They're almost about to cap the base out. I figured, I don't know, one of those guys down there would reset it, and he ends up going ahead and doing that. Go team. So, right now at this point, I'm just looking for people who are by their lonesome. And that's what mediums are all about. Trolling the shit out of people that are alone. Because 1v1, we know who would come out on top. Typically, it's medium, unless you happen to be in an autoloader with a full clip and a little bit of health left to use that clip. So, right now, we have multiple targets on our left flank. We are burning around the corner here. Going to go ahead and try to put some rounds down range. As you can see, we are outnumbered. We are looking to change that. Got a couple of good shots there to Hearst. He's moving back and forth. We go ahead and sink one in there. He does not want it anymore. He goes ahead and backs down. Probably, if I had to make a shot in the dark, on a reload, as those tanks have 60 second plus reloads. Right here we have a T-57 backing out. He's just getting a beat on me. I pull back, not about that life, pull back out, put a round in him, and you know, we're chipping him away. I mean, granted, this gun does not do amazing damage, but it does some. We fire another one there, we bounce off of him, and we're hanging on. We just bounced another round. Gonna try to toenail a round in there. Does not connect. You know, we're running low on APCR at this point. We do have quite a good supply of high explosive anti-tank. Go ahead and put one more penetration in. The game timer is running out. We are losing whether we want to or not. Right now, I just want to get another round in before the game goes out, and it does not happen. Big time negative from Bulvi the Fell-Handed. So, what we have here, guys, we made 85,000 silver, 5,297 damage, bounce 3340. we did well. We did really well. We bounced a lot. We used our turret armor. We made magic happen. Guys, please subscribe to my video, like my shit, share my videos. I love you all in the gayest way possible. Deuces.